Now that I have your attention, I want to announce something. I finally have a PO box. Once a month I will do a live stream where I open it all, and that will also end up as a video on the channel. So send me everything you got at this address below my face, and let's overload my local postal service, because the PO box is tiny, so we can easily do that. In the world of Super Mario, we come across a lot of weird creatures that either follow Peach, Bowser, someone else, or do their own thing. However, back in the day, there were some alliances that no one knows about today. And after looking into it, one of them could have been the Whomps working together with the Mushroom Kingdom. So let's find out if there really is more to it than we all thought. Now, these stone giants are enemies who somewhat commonly appear in the Mario franchise. They are large stone enemies that resemble rectangles. Basically gigantic stone slabs. Now, as far as we know, they are the minions of Bowser and the Whomp King in the current time period, which was first seen in Super Mario 64. Here they help Bowser take over Peach's castle, and when you confront them, they will attempt to crush you by falling on top of you. They are seen a lot in Whomp's Fortress, which is the stronghold home of the Whomp race and their leader. Now, thanks to all of this, people think they either serve their own king, or the ruler of the Koopas known as Bowser. We've even seen that in other games like Super Mario Galaxy, for example, where the Whomp's Fortress returns. However, when you actually listen to them for once, it reveals something incredibly interesting. They used to be part of the Mushroom Kingdom by the looks of it. That's because the Whomp King actually says something extremely interesting when you confront him. It makes me so mad. We build your houses, your castles, we pave your roads, and still you walk all over us. Do you ever say thank you? No. Well, you're not going to wipe your feet on me. I think I'll crush you just for fun. Do you have a problem with that? Just try to pound me, wimp. Ha! Now this is quite an interesting statement, and I found out about this when I was researching the Whomp evolution video. Check the upper right corner for that, by the way. Now, could this mean that the Whomps actually worked for Peach at some point and helped with the construction of the castle and a lot more? Well, let's first look at the Whomps in general to find out if this claim can even make sense at all. Well, throughout the series, we've only seen them either at their own fortress or working for Bowser in some way. So the only thing supporting this claim is the king's statement. And even when we look into the castle Peach owns, there's no info on who made it. The only interesting thing I could find is that it was the only structure that wasn't damaged when it got sucked into the black hole at the end of Super Mario Galaxy. So at least we know it's amazing craftsmanship. However, no matter where I look, I couldn't find out if they really created all those things. There's no info on it whatsoever. But there are some weird things that I noticed when looking into all of this that would make King Whomp's statement more likely. I couldn't really find anyone else that could be responsible for making all the structures seen in the games. No construction workers or actual foremen. Sure, in some spin-off games, but those weren't even Mario related. But the weird thing is, construction sites are seen in the series. For example, New Donk City. Here you will see red girders all over the place, which are a reference to the original Donkey Kong arcade game, but still it indicates construction. Mario can even get a Builder Mario outfit, yet no people can be found in the world with that profession. It's all a bit weird and doesn't make sense. However, if you take King Whomp's words as truth, it can make sense. However, can these slabs of stone even create such complex buildings like a castle, for example? Well, they can. Just look at their own home, Whomp's Fortress. It's a large, tall stone fortress populated by Whomps, Thwomps, and piranha plants, and has a field area at the base of the fortress. At the top of the nearby ramp are some moving bars that will try to shove the player off the ledge. After those are gaps with receding platforms over them, followed by a couple of Thwomps guarding a set of stairs to the upper area. The path splits at the top of the stairs, with the ramp going downward leading to a pool of water. And the right path leading to the top of the fortress contains piranha plants, Whomps, and both falling and turning bridges. Super Mario 64 DS even has some additional platforms going around the base of the fortress. If the Whomps created this structure, then it surely shows off how skilled they are in making stuff like this. But that's not all. We have also seen another location most likely built by them, Whomp's Domino Ruins. This is one of the 4 available boards in Super Mario Party. It appears to take place inside a tropical forest next to a stone structure with several Whomp statues. Yet again, very impressive if they actually made that. However, now that we know all of this, What could have caused them to leave their old allies behind? Well, this might be because of a good friend of theirs, the Whomps. These enemies made their debut appearance in Super Mario Bros. 3, years before Super Mario 64 came out. They usually try to squish Mario under their weight whenever he passes beneath them, are all made of stone, and have an angry looking face. They're quite similar to the Whomps in every way. And these enemies were even seen at Whomps Fortress, and they are all even related to each other. However, why are they friends? Since when is that a thing? Well, it was a claim made in a spin-off game. In Super Smash Bros. Wii U, the text for the Whomp trophy says the following. Is it really all that surprising that a creature named Whomp would want to dish out some pain? Another surprising fact, Whomps are actually good friends with Whomps, who are also made of stone. Oh, we had a joke for this. What do you get when you cross a Whomp with a Thwomp? A headache! Ha! So they have a relationship of sorts, and that would also explain why we see them together at Whomps Fortress. And when looking at the description for the Thwomp one, we learn about another interesting thing that could add to King Whomp's claims. You can't really reason with a Thwomp. If you get close enough to try, it will just drop down to block your path. In fact, you can count on Thwomps to always do exactly that. They've gotten really good at it. A Koopa I know swears they work great as a home security system. Here we can see that they do try to use these enemies for their own good, which could add to the statement of the Whomp King who felt used. However, why is all of this important? Well, it could be that the Thwomps were the ones who led the Whomps over to the dark side.
Fulfill your destiny and take your at my side.
They have been working together with Bowser for a much longer time, and then all of a sudden, they work together with the Whomps to help Bowser in Super Mario 64. So it could be that they just ended up convincing them to ditch Princess Peach, maybe even make them angry about the whole thing. It could even be that Bowser did this, and so they left the Mushroom Kingdom in the dust and did their own thing, only working together with Bowser. Now, did all of this really happen in the end? Well, who knows? Like I said, the info on all of this is limited, but it can't be dismissed. It was mentioned in multiple games after all, so maybe we will get more information on this one day. But maybe it could be that they see the stone bricks that a castle is made of as their own brothers, since they're both made of stone. However, that wouldn't really make sense as well, since they specifically mentioned that they build stuff. So for now, it seems like the Whomps did truly play a role in the creation of the world. We're just not sure in what way, and what really happened. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to watch more videos, be sure to click the annotations on the screen right now. Also send stuff to my PO box, that would be lovely. We're going to open it at the end of the month. And click the bell button and subscribe.